G'day. I'm just here because I want to just go live and do some card readings or whatever. I like playing around with the cards, so I'm just going to do whatever I feel like as far as the cards go. And I'm trying to think, what I'm doing it with too is the eCam and through Restream, so it is going to the five channels. Oh dear. Trying to work out now, how do I get this one bigger? Do I put that up there? And I've got to go sitting differently for that, don't I? And it's not centered anyway, so I think what I do, like that, and put it back there, and I'll sit this away. Hi Judy, and hi Marie, and hi Stephen. I am having a great Sunday. I've just finished editing my YouTubes and catching up with those, the ones that I'd done over the week that I wasn't here at home with the good internet, where I was having to do the mobile broadcasts on the daily ones. And it was a bit of a disaster. Trying to track them for starters. Now I'm going to switch this around straight away because then you can see the cards better. A Periscope viewer. Hi, how are you, Beb? An oracle. Oh look, we're all wise in our own ways, aren't we? Am I an oracle? I don't label myself, but I do psychic medium work. Not so much the mediumship, because I think that the cards themselves speak for the messages. So what I've actually got is the Australian Wildlife Wisdom cards, the Intuitive Soul Oracle cards today. This one here, that one, that's the Gilded Reverie Tarot deck, that one. So it's the same artist as in Ciro Marchetti that does these ones. And I've got an awful glare there again. The sun's very bright out there. And I've got the Pixie Lenormand. And, oh cool. Hi, Facebook user. Now you haven't given permission to have your details broadcast, so that probably means you're in the group, Facebook, my card reading group. Don't know. What I thought I'd just do first, and I'm not sure if this is going to pop away, as I put them up like that, if you've got a card, I love having my name spelt with the R-O-Z. Thank you. Now, let me see, hang on. Stephen, you've got thanks for the surprise, having a great, I hope I'm having a great Sunday. Yes, I am. And here, Tracy Matten. Are you actually in the private card reading group, Tracy? I'm not quite sure. I think that I have that one, and the mytimetv.live. It should be going to that. I'm not following, like keeping an eye on any of them in the background at all. I'm just going with what comes into the actual back end of this, the eCam, and putting them up that way. And with this one, they actually disappear after a short space of time. So Tracy, I'm going to actually, because I'm assuming this is you, I'm going to actually do yours as a, just do a little 3 card. But which deck would you like? Well, hang on, these two as oracles, I have to read what is in their guidebooks for them, because they are they're more an oracle. You read what's in the guidebook, and because I don't memorize them, I have absolutely no idea. The Lenormand deck and the tarot deck, I'm fine with just doing what pops up in my intuitive senses for those. So that's those 3. And these 2 that are the oracles, I'll actually be reading from the card guidebook, because, like I said, I don't actually know them well enough, and I'll just put them like that. Is that easier? Can you see all of them that way? Like that. Ah, there we go. Like that. Yeah. That's sort of about right. So this one was for, and I know it's Tracy, because Tracy's put her name there. So, and a lovely little heart for that one, for this. So which one? The normal liniment, the one that we use. Yes, so I'm going to put that there. Now I think it disappears, this comment, so that's this deck. So I'm going to do that one. Will 2021 be better for me? Now I'm just going to go like this and put the other cards that I'm choosing in that. So what you're going to have here is you've got the Tower. Things are going to build up. Things are going to build up as far as with the Tower. It is about growth and creating from that foundation. So there is a bit of work involved in that, so that as far as with the Bear, that is about work to a degree, but it's actually in that more nurturing way, so that it actually has that caring base to it, so that it's a bit more of that longer term, and that's what I'm feeling with that. So as far as 2021 being better than 2020, yes, here we are now at the end of the 2020, and it is going to, oh, there's my pointer, my Apple Pencil, there we go. So we are going to move from the clouds into that sunshine. That's what's moving forward, because that's the forward motion of the cards. They're actually moving into that future space there with that direction. So yes, for you, Tracy. And that was this one here. That's Tracy. Thank you. Marie, you are wanting to ask, could you have a card for the week? You can. Which deck would you like? I've just cleared that. So that's the normal Sarah Marchetti's Liniment. This here is the Gilded Reverie Tarot. That one. So that's Liniment, that's Tarot, same artist. This is Lisa Williams's Oracle Messages deck. This one is the Animals Australian Wisdom deck. I'll actually put that back up there. And there's the Lisa Williams Oracle and the Australian Wisdom. So I'm not sure if you could actually ask that whilst you're saying, have it lovely to have a card, which deck would you like? I'm also going to see if I can actually put a bit of a shade. I think the sun's actually glaring through the window and creating very, very bright cards there. And it's a little bit, the brightness is a little bit too much. Does that make it a bit better? Yeah, sort of. It's glaring a bit, isn't it? Is that a bit better? Oh, look, it's better than it was, I think. So, the Animals, please. Right, let's have a look at these. Because, and I'll just have to put that out the way, and we'll do that. So this is for Marie. It does disappear, doesn't it? Straight away. So this is your card for the week, Marie, or is it pronounced Marie? So we'll see. Whoops, and they're going everywhere. So what we have here is, I'll actually put that to the side there so that we've got more of that in the centre. So what we've got there is the bee, and I'll see if I can actually lower that so you can see it a little better. Is that easier? Oh, it is, isn't it? So that's about acceptance. And I'll just quickly look that up in the book because that's what I have to do. I don't know this deck. So what you're getting with the bee and acceptance, it's the flowering eucalypts are abuzz as autumn turns to spring. The scarcity of winter is long gone and the Australian bush has exploded with life. And helped by the welcome storm season, which I gather there has been some stormy stuff happening. Honeybees' hives are alive with the expectation of the bounty to come. So last season's stock are all but gone, but bee takes this in his stride as each day is met with the same resolve. So worries not in bee's nature. Lean times and times of plenty are viewed as one and the same. Bee likens life to the cycle of tides. The ebb and flow offers him no control, but in his wisdom he accepts that he cannot change and understands that nothing is permanent. So it is wise to simply accept the now, says Bee. Abundance always follows lack. So that's part of what is the meaning of Bee. So, because like here, I'll just show you in this little one, there. Whoops, the camera. Hang on, where are we? So it's this one there and a full page over. So do you want me to read the whole thing? Because it's a heck of a... Oh, hang on, that one. It's a lot of information is in here. I'm just trying to find what is the main focus. Do they give a finish statement in this one? The medicine of B reminds you to remove your will or need to control and accept what's happening is happening for the good of all. Okay, so every outcome's part of a bigger plan, and everything that happens to reach that outcome is part of that plan. So it's only the will of your ego justifying its existence as separate that pulls you away from your inner sweet self. So it really does feel like it's the go with the flow, and yes, some things are what you need to be accepting, obviously, because it says it's the acceptance card there, and moving through and surrendering to that. When you release the ego or the will for selfish gain, you release your need to control, and you then master the art of accepting divine timing and universal outcomes. So you'll then taste the sweetness of life's blessing as honeybee does. So it really is about letting go of that control and accepting and trusting. That's what's going to bring you your rewards for the coming week. I think it was that you were wanting to actually have a card for the week, wasn't it? So as you focus and bring your mind to what is ahead for the week, just moving with the flow and trusting what's ahead for you, and it comes with that naturalness of what B brings. Okay, so that's what I reckon is for you in the week ahead. Oh, hi Teresa. So from New Zealand, yes, you can have a card. Or do you have any particular preference for one of the decks? You love the tarot cards, so that's yours there, Teresa. Yeah, you love the tarot cards, so I'll actually just put that one up again, and here's the tarot. So it's been a long time since I've actually used tarot. Let's see what we come up with for you. And whoa, there we go. We've actually got the Ace of Wands has thrown itself out for you. And I've still got that glariness, haven't I? It's very bright sunlight there. Just let me go and have a looky, see? I might... Oops, I just kicked my dog under the table. Whoopsie, poor thing. I'll just close the curtain there. It might be a little easier on one side. Does that create a better look? Just to take the glare away. Let's see. Oh, you get to see how big I am. Does it matter? No. I am feeling... No, it still doesn't take the glare away, really, does it? I'm just going to have to shut the curtain fully, I think. Let's lean over and see what that does. Is that even better? It is a little bit, isn't it? Okay. Looks like on a sunny day I can't really keep the window open, curtain open as I would like to. That means I can probably take that away, can I? I've got a folder I put up for that. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, well, it's the Ace of Wands. I'll hold it up. Can you see that better? Now, Wands is to do with creativity and actually putting a fire in the belly, getting things moving and starting off anew. That's what I'm seeing in this one. The Ace, of course, because it's the first, it's the one. And it's moving into the start of that new path, into that creativity. So you've probably got an idea that's going to come forward as something that really does hit you as being, wow, I really want to follow this. It's a pathway that's starting. It's an idea. Is it your passion even that you're just wondering about putting forward into? It's learning that trust, that self-trust, and I'm feeling sort of excited around my chest area. So it's something that you're needing to come into its own power with yourself, moving forward on what you want to do that you've been thinking about, too afraid to do because, you know, it's your passion. You don't do something that easy that you know you're going to love that easily type of thing and move into that sort of... well, it's not even work, moving into that sort of thing that you're wanting to focus on and get it going. Do get it going. Trust yourself with that one. Whoops. wrong pile. Oopsie. So thank you for asking for that. And Renee Graham. I don't quite do that sort of prediction, but what I will do is I'm actually feeling that I need to put a number forward for you as far as, and I'm going to just use the little pixie deck. That's this one, the Pixie Lenormand, okay, from that box. Unless, of course, Renee, you actually do have a preference that you've stated there for your cards, which you haven't. So, when will I fall pregnant? Right, just shuffle them quickly and doing 3 because I like doing things by 3. And what you've got there is 36, the last card in the deck. It is the cross. There's some other things that you're needing to clear first that are responsibilities that you cannot hand off to other people, but once that's done, that will happen. I'm feeling it's actually going to be around, it almost feels like, what's 36 weeks? 36 weeks is gestation, isn't it? The actual pregnancy might be lasting for 36 weeks. I'm feeling there is a 36 in weeks around that. So sort some of the other stuff out first that you're needing to actually, let go. Complete what is your responsibilities. And once that's completed, that's where, work around to being about the 36 weeks is what I'm getting out of that card, okay? Out of that deck for you. And we've got, so thank you for asking for that. Oh, thank you, Tracy. And Marie, we've done that one. So Frankie's actually asking, now you're from Facebook, which is good. Can you ask how things are going to pan out for this disaster? I don't know whether had you actually put a preference for a deck. No, you hadn't. So how are things going to pan out for the disaster? Look, it's like everything. There is going to be a completion for it. There will be an ending. I'll presume for which disaster you're talking about, the pandemic that is the global pandemic, or are you in a situation where you're actually in one of those storms or the fires? Because I think there's still fires happening in California. There's still, there's so many different types of disasters you could be referring to. I'm going to choose, and this one is, this is Lisa Williams's Intuitive Soul Oracle cards. It's a lovely, lovely deck with beautiful pictures on it, as you can see. So I'm going to shuffle these, and we'll just see from one of these what's going to be part of solutions or options for what you're calling it from this disaster. Or even, is it something personal to you that you're having occur for you that's a disaster, Frankie? So here, let's contemplate this. And I'll just see what pops up for you from this card. Home. So I'm thinking it's feeling safe, that you're going to start to feel at home with yourself and the world. Fortunately, this webcam doesn't always want to focus properly. So I'll just look it up in the booklet, and it's card number 5. So the home card, the key words that are written here, let's see if we can see them. It's about feeling safe, warmth, togetherness, relax, and time to unwind. So as you're looking at this card, just think on these words and what they might mean for you and your understanding if it's an actual disaster that is personal to you, or whether you're referring to any, the global happenings. Our home should be a safe haven of tranquility, warmth and love. In our busy lives, our homes are not always like this. This card is showing you that you need to create a space, no matter how small, but somewhere that you feel safe. So place things in a box or create an altar where you can sit. Take time to unwind and relax with your own things around you that make you feel safe. So know that whomever you invite into this space will be, hang on, my eyes lost the place. Know that whomever you invite into this place there will be trust and togetherness. So this is a spiritual home and a safe haven for you. So I think really it's referring to for yourself, if you are needing to have something as a result from a disaster that's personal, do create that safe space for you and put yourself in that. For what is the global situation and what we might perceive as disasters, there are horrible situations where people are losing loved ones, and there's that illness factor around the pandemic. There is loss of life and property where it's the fires, bushfires, wildfires. I don't tend to keep an eye on the news very much, so I'm not as au fait with what's happening in the world as I could or should be. I am aware there's some storms happening and possible cyclones and things around, because there always is. It's what is nature. I do remember seeing something about earthquakes in Turkey and around Greece and mini tsunamis there. We have a wild, beautiful world in our Mother Earth, and it is going to create those aspects of what is tragedies and situations of great natural events that may seem to us horrendous, but it's part of the cycle of what is the physical world that we live in. So for yourselves, just know that it's all as it's meant to be, as much as some of it's horrible, but just there is so much that is beautiful and wonderful and joyous and happy as well. Put ourselves in that nice safe space that we can create for ourselves. Create that home within ourselves, and it can be as simple as just placing your hand on your heart, closing your eyes and taking deep breaths to create that space that feels at home, because ultimately we are that spiritual being in a body that's having a lifetime here, no matter how short or long it is too. Nothing guaranteed. So thanks for the question there, Frankie. I appreciate you asking for that one. Now, Judy is actually asking for a card from the tarot cards. I haven't done one for you, Judy. I'm just going through these slowly, so there's no hurry. I'm not in a hurry. I'll just go as long as I feel like it. Tarot cards. This one. So this is the Gilded Reverie Tarot. I think they're called Gilded Reverie. No, they're Gilded Tarot. They are just Gilded Tarot, but I know that it's Ciro Marchetti that did the artwork for these ones as well. So for you, Judy, here is your card. I'm just going to clear and cleanse once more, and then once more, because I like the threes, and you'll have the cards there. So as far as not a specific question there, so it's just what the card presents with, and you've got the Six of Cups. So it looks to me like what you're going to be experiencing ahead, and I actually feel the need to put another card there. So you've actually got the abundance there of the Six of Cups. It's moving life ahead from what has been a little bit in that lacking type, and moving past what seems to be that crest of a hill and into what is coming forward in the abundance of what is the happiness and joyous times, because what you've got behind is the more sad shadow type of emotions and that's been part of your life, and you're now moving into the sunshine and the focus on joy and happiness moving ahead. And each of these 6 cups is full. Just notice that how full each of them are. And you've got that beautiful cat that's sitting there right in that front corner, and the 2 children just playing there and immersed in what they are doing in front of them. There is also a little creature, see there, and a very good symbol for the abundance. You can't quite see it focus. There we go, it's the rabbit. So you look at all of that that's within that card and it just feels so full, so full. And the message from the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is to do with that which is security, our physical well-being and that type of thing. It is more the physical and earth card. And what we've got here again is reflected in that rabbit. So abundance and productivity and all that can be moving forward for you. And it's beautiful, the green colours coming out in both of those cards. That wonderful productive colour of growth and abundance in harvest, potential harvest. There's lots of little there's beetles here too. You see all little creatures in and amongst what is the ground clover and stuff like that, being very productive. So I'd take that as being you've got lots of good stuff coming forward for you. So that one there was for you, Judy. So that's there. I'll just pop that one up again there. Thank you. Now, Stephen's wanting the Wildlife Oracle card. Did I do one for you, Stephen, or it was just the hello at the front? I think it was just the hello at the start. So what I'm going to do, we'll pop that up and I'll get those cards. That's this deck. And I'll just quickly shuffle them 3 times. And wow, it's just been such a busy week. Busyness and busy. It's funny when I go to think back on what might have been my week and try to remember what I've done. I haven't been busy with work, I tell you. It's because I had a rest, a break. But it's just that busyness of mind and having little things that I was doing. And the drive always takes a bit too. Right, there we have for you, Stephen, the Pelican, which is about simplicity. Card number 30. So I'm just moving to that card in the book. And here we have the readings of it. So I'll just be reading that. Hopefully you can see the card reasonably well. I might even drop that down even a bit further. Oh, that's as far as I can go in closeness to the cards. So, and is it going to focus? Well, there you go. While you're concentrating on that card, what it is simplicity. It's pretty obvious what we've got there. It's the card that's for simplicity. And Old Man of the Sky, Master of the Waterways, you've come to remind us of the simplicity of the old ways. Pelican is found around waterways. He circles high above, taking full advantage of the thermals that lift him almost into space. A nomad at heart, he'll happily travel on endless wind currents to a variety of coastal shores and vast inland lakes or rivers. Fully stretched, Pelican's wingspan is over 2 metres. He resembles a small aeroplane as he lowers himself with his feet like landing gear and gracefully skis to a halt on his watery runway. His confidence in the air and majestic grace on the water provides us with a glimpse of his natural, peaceful nature. So Pelican simply says, I humbly offer my contentment as a message to simplify your life. I do not come to impress you in any way. I'm here to remind you of the old ways. My existence is a peaceful and fulfilling one. So that's the message that the animal cards have brought to you in the way of Pelican. So thanks for asking for a card, Stephen. Lovely to have this. Right. And we've got Joanne who's here. And I'm just going to check if Joanne has said what deck she would like to have the reading from. No, you haven't. So if you're still here, Joanne, just pop it in there quickly if you can. Otherwise, I'm probably going to choose... I don't know which one to choose for you. I'm feeling this one, that you're needing to have Lisa Williams's deck. What have you chosen? Is that the one you've chosen? Thank you, Stephen. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Oh, Frankie. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you for that. And Frankie. Great, thanks. So far I've got, whoops, where am I? I was up to Joanne, wasn't I? So let me just do these and we'll see what we've got for you, Joanne. Actually, I need to look at what some of those sound bites are as well. For those of you who may not have seen me using the eCam before, I've actually got little sound things too that can do little noises like that. I'd forgotten they were there. Sorry, I'm digressing, aren't I? I'm wanting to get this one. So this one's for you, Joanne. Look at what you've got. You've got spring. It's good. We're in spring here in the Southern Hemisphere of South Australia. So I'll get the card open for that. The little reading is about spring. And as you can see, it's new. I'll see if it can come up closer to see the words. No, it's not all that much better. It's new birth, vitality, and fresh start. So the keywords, that's what the keywords are, the new birth, vitality, and fresh start. So springtime is a time for new beginnings and cleaning, time for change. Look at each day with a new passion for life. Embrace the change that is coming and know that when it happens, it's the right time for you. So what I'm getting from this card is that for you ahead, there is new beginnings, a spring cleaning, fresh start. So be prepared to actually start on a new journey and take that energy with you of that fresh start, spring cleaned, as if it's a spring cleaned. Oh, you know what I'm saying anyway. So just look at those beautiful blossoms. The blossoms grow into the fruits, and the fruits are then harvested and enjoyed. And then further seeds of those fall into the ground and create newness and new trees and all sorts of things ahead for you. That's what I'm feeling for you there. So good for that. Thank you for asking for a card, Joanne. Right. Now, Kathy, how are you, Kathy? You're one that you pop in occasionally when you can for the morning readings, don't you? Now, I'm just trying to find, have you actually... Oh, there you have. You want a tarot card, duh. Here's me looking for it. Here's the tarot, which is the Gilded Tarot. And I've had these cards for a long, long, long time. It's the deck that I did used to read from way back when I first started to learn. I used Mystic Tarot and this deck, the Gilded Tarot, because I like the artwork on this one better than the Mystic, but the Mystic was such a nice, easy deck to learn with, actually. Now, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, and for some reason I'm needing to do the 3. Wow. So here we've got some creativity. Can we see all 3 of these in this spread? Yes, we can. So what we've got there is you've got the 2 Pentacles card. So it's actually that study, the working things in with what you're actually moving into, the studious, doing. It's almost like learning a new skill that's going to earn you extra money, abundance, or being able to help others in a particular way that's going to increase. It's a message of increase for me, and being able to actually use that as part of what the family unit is moving, you know, what is your family around you, to actually feel that level of support and increase of abundance. We've got the rabbits there again. So I'm almost feeling like there might be a new family member on the way in that one, because we've also got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is about a young, well, although this doesn't look like a young boy, it is really indicating potentially a young boy as part of that message. And look at the beautiful peacock feathers and all that is there. It's just so much a message of health and abundance and moving forward with growth. Because I'm feeling that study is along that way. You know, it's bringing that freshness of knowledge, it's bringing that purpose, and it's going to be helpful, very much helpful for the family unit. So I hope you've enjoyed that reading there, Kathy. So that's where that one is. from the tarot. Now, we've got Mari. Oh, you said thank you for the reading that I'd done before. Now, Keelishay. Keelishay, I'm just wondering if you've put a preference for which deck, whichever deck. So you're wanting whichever deck I'm feeling drawn to. Okay, let me go to Pixie deck. So you've got this little deck, and it's the Lenormand. So I'm just going to see what the cards will bring for you. Here we go. Just trying to read what your message is, Frankie. I'm not quite sure. Is it a typo there? Not taking away from it. I'm just going to clear one more time there. Keelishay. It's a very nice name. Oh, so I'm just going to do the 3 here for you so that there's a little bit of a story for you. Because what the Lenormand is quite a direct set of cards. So this is the quick message that's coming through for you when the clouds. Now, certainly the different pictures, the images are quite different to what the Gilded Reverie ones are. But it's still the meaning of actually getting some action happening. It's cleaning the slate and getting some action happening. And you are going to get a specific message that's going to mean, look, there might be a bit of a shadow or, the clouds coming over you. So the message itself that you're going to get is probably not going to be something that you're actually liking, but it's still what you're needing at the moment. And it's going to help continue to actually clean whatever needs cleaning out and actually get the energy moving as well, and you moving into that, what you're needing to be moving forward for. I'm feeling it is just a change of pace for you, and that you've got to put a little bit of thought into that as well. But do keep that open mind around what you're going to be receiving as that message. Okay, it's you keeping your senses open to the understanding in that, and accepting that it's not just what's on the surface, that there is, with any cloud too, there is that what's the silver lining. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling around what your cards are here. It's that be ready for that message, because it's part of what's going to be moving you through from what you're currently doing and moving it into, and it will be for that better good of whatever your situation is. I'm feeling it actually is it's along the work line. So as I'm still talking, thinking, chatting with the guides, whatever. I don't sort of label them, I just do it. So just feel into that, taking it gently, but it's also going to be something that will be for the best, and I do feel that's in the work realm. Okay, the workspace. Okay, so hopefully that's been helpful for you, even though you got 3 cards instead of 1. So thanks for asking for a card. Now, I'm pretty sure that I'd gone through. Thank you there. Now, Frankie, I'm just looking at that. You're in the middle of your own disaster. Right, yes, so that's what that was for. Just typo stuff there. Look, I hope all things work out to the best of what is meant to be, because sometimes what we actually need to be receiving we don't like. There is no guarantee that we're going to like everything we have in our lives, but it is for what we need, that they do all happen for that reason. I'm just going to plump that up there. Right, I've got the pencil there. What I'm going to do is move this over a bit. The comments are a little bit... what I like with Ecamm is that I can actually shift stuff around quite easily. I'm going to put that to the side so that when I do bring these up, there we go, you can at least see most of the questions. Yes, that looks better, doesn't it? Well, my friend Liz, when her case, she's so upset. Oh, that didn't last long, did it? So upset with what's happening from her brothers. Dear, families, isn't it? I do understand. Every family has them. I'm actually going to go to Lisa Williams's cards for this one. I do fear that there might be not quite the expectation, the outcome that's expected, but I do feel that she will win the case in a satisfactory way, but it's not quite what's going to be the ultimate of how she would like it to be. Whether it comes to being now I'm just going to go the commitment. So I needed to pull the two. So I feel that the dream, I'm not going to go to the book itself, because what I'm going to do is look at the key card, the key phrases here. The dream, and you will get the side of my head here. The dream is connecting with self and spirit. Believe in the power of your dreams and the guidance and direction. So I think really probably what Liz needs to be doing is believing in her dreams and moving those dreams in that positive sense towards where the case itself is going, and knowing that here is the commitment. The key words in that is being true to yourself and others, commitment to trust yourself, and using that power and knowledge. So she actually has that power and knowledge within herself. Trust it. Trust that what is going to be the outcome is, in that positive sense, going to be the best for all as outcomes, and it is in the longer run, it is that she's winning the case, but it's not an absolute win, if you can understand that. So I'm feeling that yes, she will have satisfaction as a more broad sense of that win, that it's, it might not be exactly how she wanted that final result, but it still is a win. Okay, so if Liz is actually watching now, good luck with that. It's not so much a good luck even, it's just knowing that it is going to be your win. Being upset, and I think too, how you've got there, she's so upset with what's happening. It's part of what our relationships are, in how we learn from each other as people here on this earth, in the places that we've chosen to be. So it is that growth for her in understanding self in the whole situation, as well as try to put, it's not putting your feet in the other's shoes, but trying to understand where they may be coming from as well. Because each and every family, we are individual, one person interacting with others, and we can only ever look at it from our own perspective, because it's the only experience we have in the real terms of self. And it's not in that selfish way, it's just the being able to understand from someone else's perspective without actually understanding how their experiences influence their lives and understandings, if you can understand what I mean by that. Okay, so all the best for Liz, and moving through what can be painful, frustrating, hurtful, and all that is with our relationships, but it can also be love and joy, reconciling, and all that's in that side of it as well. Okay, healing those situations. So thank you, Frankie. And thank you, Judy. Oh, I think I actually put those up before, wasn't it? Now, and we're down here. Thank you, Joanne. And goody, you're good. I'm glad for that. That's great. And Stevie saying hi from the UK. Oh, must be the middle of your night there. I was trying to get this done earlier so that I would catch more of your evening rather than middle of the night, but I don't know, anything's possible on Halloween, isn't it? Please have a card from the deck you feel would be right. Thank you. Now, Stevie, let's see what deck there is for you. I'm actually feeling the tarot for you, so we'll go to the Gilded. So that's the one. And I find it funny. I'm just reading your comment there as I'm shuffling, Kathy, since it's not far away from where I've got Stevie's highlighted in the background. Whoopsie, I've got cards falling out, but it's too many to read in that instance. Let's just go to this. And here we go. Looks like a lot of people on Facebook. Oh, judgment. Judgment. What are you trying to... Oh, whoops, sorry. I went and kicked Peanuts again. I've got my dog down under the table. She loves sleeping there. It's the 20. So you've got a good mature card there of the 20. This is out of the major arcana of the tarot. And judgment is about... It's like those scales of judgment and getting that balance right. And I'm just going to get the other card. I feel you need two. And that's very interesting that what you've got here is now, it's the Empress as well. So it's actually, Empress is about creativity and all that is as far as that woman. And I think that's what it means anyway. That's what I'm feeling. It is that, as you can see, almost goddess stature. And all it is as far as with the zodiac and what is astrology symbols around her. So it's actually about creating that balance for yourself and how you're actually understanding you in the placement of where others are in relationship. And that's what my sense is in that respect. And you needing to actually put yourself at that forefront and not step behind others, but bring yourself forward to being that regal, majestic, wonderful goddess of an empress. And that's what I'm feeling there, Stevie. So it is that and it is almost a positioning, not stepping behind people and trying to hide. It's actually bringing yourself forward and showing who you are. I'm feeling too in your potential. Do you do astrology, or have you seen someone who could actually read your chart for you? As far as your natal chart, to have a bigger understanding even of that, who you are on that inner depths of what is your, the blueprint of who you are, I suppose, because in some respects that is what our natal chart is in astrology. I've only done a little smidgen of astrology, so I certainly wouldn't read for somebody at this point without getting back into learning more about it. But it could be even that you might be interested in learning more about astrology to offer that to others as a service as well. So just see and see where you want to actually place your focus and create that balance, not passing judgment as to which is better or not, or seeking someone else's opinion about it. Search into yourself as to where you want your life to move, but certainly bringing forward the who you are and that wonderful beingness of that femininity, and that women are not weak, we are strong, and actually moving that forward into that position of, like, I'm not going to say power, but empowerment and being the true empress. Okay. So hopefully, Stevie, that's going to mean something for you. Okay. And we're moving from Stevie's into Candy. Candy's question here. Hello, ma'am. May I ask if Russ will reach out to me this month, please? Now, as a guidance, I'm going to choose. I don't know whether you've actually nominated a deck there or not, because I can't go too far forward or I lose my place. So here we go. I'm just going to clear these again, and you're wanting to know if Russ will reach out to you this month. One of the things that I do like with Lisa Williams's card, like this Oracle deck, is that she actually has a yes and a no card. I don't keep them out. I probably should just do that, but if it falls to that, it does. If it doesn't, we'll just take what guidance we've got. Female. You're female. I'm assuming, as you, although you don't have the picture there that actually indicates it, do you? You have a look. Well, looks like a dress, looks like pretty hands there. I don't know. So, the butterfly. Transformation. And let me just see, what's the third card? Secret. Okay, let's just take them as this. The female, that is around feminine energies, the feminine figure in your life, whether it's the mother figure or just you. I'm thinking that is about you. And the butterfly, it's change, it's transformation, it's growth, beauty, spread your wings and fly. I think it really is more about, being flexible, ready to change. With Russ, is he going to? I'm actually feeling no, not this month myself, as far as the my intuition is telling me that. But I don't think it's going to be something that's far off, because the change in you is happening. I'm feeling that, or there's a change in energy around that relationship and a transformation ahead. And it could be that December instead. You're saying within a month, before Christmas, or I don't know. This secret card, let me have a look, because I can't read it. I've got to go like that. It says it's white. I mean, have a look at that. Have a look. It's white on yellow. Bad move. I should almost tell these a bad move, especially when you're doing them like this. Hidden messages, holding back emotions, unlocking the secrets and passions within. I think the change itself is two-way. It's yours as well as his. So allow that time to occur where it gives that time, like a butterfly moves from the caterpillar through the chrysalis and to the butterfly. So it just needs that bit more time for that change to happen and the transformation to have that secret. You know how kids wonder at what that cocoon is? They have no idea until they start to see it bloom out, come out, emerge from that chrysalis, and show their beautiful wings when they're fully dry, and the magnificence of it and the beauty of it. It's like there's a secret being revealed, and that change, that transformation, it's going to be, as far as your question, will Russ reach out to you this month? It could be just that little bit longer, but I think it's not far off. Just allow that time and not be in a hurry, because one of the things, if you try to hurry up that birthing from the chrysalis and you touch that butterfly or help it along, it has to have that struggle in that change and that emerging to allow its wings to be strong and dry for themselves. As soon as there's any intervention of any sort, it will die, because it hasn't had that natural process to allow it to gain its own strength through what is that natural process. So allow that time to be what it is, not rushing it. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful for you, Candy. Even though you didn't have the yes, no come up with that, it's still a wonderful answer, being that beautiful transformation to the butterfly and the energy of what that's going to bring for you. I think that's really funny. Let me just have a look at that. Can I bring that up even bigger? Thank you. My eldest granddaughter was talking about wanting to have a baby yesterday at my grandson's birthday. Yay! Isn't that wonderful? I think that's great. So next is Jennifer. Now I'm not sure. I don't think I had Jennifer further up, so I'm not quite sure whether that's just a text to say next. I'll just pick a card for you, Jennifer, and I'm going to move that back down to where it was, so it's in that more natural space. I'm just going to pick the one out of the pixie, because it's a little word of next. And here we go, Jennifer, for you. And that was the second clearing and the third. So you'll get the top card on this one. So here we go. What you've got is the mice. So Jennifer, I'd be very wary about little things that are in the dark that are sneaking around and pinching things that you've left lying around, whether it's food tidbits or some of your more valuable assets, resources, possessions or whatever that are being used by others that you don't want them to actually use. So the mice generally is around just that little bit of a sneakiness that surprises you when you find out that you've actually had little nibbles out of the bits of food, or you see the little droppings, or things like that. Just look after your resources a little better with a little more care. Put things away where they're meant to be stored safely and that type of thing. So that's what I'd say that warning is for you, Jennifer. Okay, that was this Jennifer that I was doing that card for. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kalisha. Kalisha. Now, and Debbie, you were saying it's about the result after the will of her mum. Yep. It's a funny thing that's come up as far as Liz going through that with family. They're contesting. Look, we had no issue with my mum's will, but there certainly has been a little bit of family stuff since, and also from my ex-husband's estate. Well, it's not really an estate. There's interesting happenings, and honestly, it's very interesting, the reaction that people you think would be able to behave well and understand well don't. And, contesting things where, the instructions were pretty clear in a will, or there wasn't a will found, or the will that was there can't be found, and you know damn well there was a will, and all of that sort of stuff. I mean, it's lots of different variables, and I think, look, it will be what it will be, and she will win in that, and things should be, look, thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And it's just allowing that trust, and that we sometimes don't always know what was in the mind of the person who actually owned the resources when they write their will. Hi there, I don't know who that Facebook user is, because it's probably someone who's in the group. It's one of those things I didn't realise I had. One of the Facebook locations being the card reading group. Need to actually click a link, which I haven't shared in the group, to actually be able to have your name and your little avatar shown publicly. That's the only reason why. So if you're in that card reading group, you need to actually do from and your name, so I can know who's actually doing that. So Stevie, you wanted to know how to become fully yourself and free of the past. Now, I think it was yours that I'd actually suggested look into actually having your natal chart read, because as much as it can give you better depth of understanding of yourself, natal charts also, when you actually have the transits read in combination as a two-wheel combination, that you can actually have what the energies are meaning for you specifically in this moment to be a little more predictive, and being able to tell you, suggest ways that you probably can move past your past and actually help resolve some of those issues. It's a really great way of understanding. I mean, I do like the cards, but I do like the astrology as well. I just haven't spent as much time on that because, there's only a certain amount of time that you can do some stuff. So thank you for that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the astrology. A good program, Stevie, I'm pretty sure it was you. A good program to use is definitely, I've bought into the Astro Gold for my Mac. It's one of the solar flight, I'm trying to think of the company name. Esoteric Technologies, I think, is the name of the company. Solar Fire is a really good, more professional, full-blown astrology program. I haven't fully learnt that yet because that's for PC, and I'm not using a PC anymore. So their Mac type, the one that suits the Mac, is called Astro Gold. So if you're into the Apple branding, devices and computers, go for Astro Gold, and it's Solarify for a PC. They're wonderful programs, and I think they do have some study material for the astrology. It was a wonderful friend of mine in my early days of I learnt through the beginner type astrology through her, Leonie Mark, and it was wonderful. It was just such an easy, it is a good program to use, an easy one to read, but to read someone else's, I like to read my own. You're saying thank you for the reading. Yes, thank you. And, hi Shaz, you're going to do a live session tomorrow. Oh, you won't. Oh, Ros, am I going to do a live? Oh, you're wanting a card reading on it. Hey, here we go. I'm going to see if you get in Lisa Williams's deck whether you get the yes or no card. So clearing the cards for you, Shaz. Let's see. You want the tarot? I'll do this one first and then I'll do the tarot, okay? So let's see if we come up with a yes and no, just because I like to test it out, eh? Shall I? There we are. Nah, freedom though. You've got a freedom card with Lisa's deck, and that is soul freedom. It is being yourself, releasing ties from the past, and setting yourself free. Nice card to have, Shaz, and what I'd suggest, the one that sticks out there is being yourself. So when you get to doing that live stream tomorrow, you are going to be yourself. So here we go. What I'm going to do now is just shuffle the tarot deck, and while I'm doing that, Stevie has put up, you'd love that, an astrology chart. Just for a 21-year relationship. Wow, finding yourself. What an adventure in so many respects. What an adventure. You've got a wonderful time ahead of you. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Right, Shaz, there we go. Whoops, 8 of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of ideas shooting off there into the sky. Wands being that creative fire, like the saplings that we stick into the ground to actually take for growing trees and things. It is that start of, it's going to be, oh, look at that little sheep in the background too, I think. Is that sheep or cows? I've just got to have a closer look at that. Can you see? Is it focusing? Anyway, it's a field. It looks like a wonderful, productive field. I think it is sheep. And being the 8 is about abundance. It's about like 8 being infinity and all possibilities, because if you actually undo an 8, it's a circle. So it's any part of where you're at this stage, being able to just get into it and do it, move it forward, and it'll create itself, and it's just taking that first step and starting it. So I think, yes, you're going to be doing the live stream tomorrow. Right, that was Dissawan. You're going to do the live stream session tomorrow. Yes. Now, where did I get up to? Now, Stevie had said thank you. Then it was the astrology chart. Yep. And I hadn't actually popped that up on the screen at the time. Liz is worried that she'll have to sell a house she bought from the money she was left from her mum. Brothers had their share of money before Liz's mum died, but they are now suing her for more money. She has evidence from her mum's letters to prove it. Thanks so much, Ros, for this reading. Right, yes, it's a good idea to allow that flow to happen with the proof and evidence that that was something that was part of what they were expecting forward of her estate being completed. Then I think, honestly, it is the ones... whoops. Sorry, I just missed what part of that one was. It moved up. Thanks so much, Ros, for this reading. I'll tell her to watch the video later. Such a dear woman who does everything for everyone. Yeah. Oh, the mum, or Liz. Yeah. I still do feel that she will be successful with it when there's the proof there, and ultimately the people that win most when there is contesting done with, you start involving lawyers, it's the lawyers that win ultimately. But I do feel that the end result is that Liz won't be needing to sell her house or anything, because what she received that was left to her from her mum, the brothers have had what they have got, and that's, if that was clear in the will, then so be it. The lawyers won their money. so put forward that to her, and good. It's not, like I said before, it's not the good luck, it's going to be working well. So sending love and light and thanking you. Thank you, Stevie. Now, Riz, oh God, blimey's. My eyesight's starting to go, so I think I probably need to go and actually rest them for a while. Ros, Liz is now under Tony Elizabeth Symes. Okay. Right, thank you for that. Of course, be aware that anything that is here in this realm is for public. So sometimes it's not always a good idea, if it's not with prior permission from somebody that you're mentioning, to not actually mention names. Not that that's an issue here, but it is something that when you are asking questions of even other psychic mediums or elsewhere, that you do keep in mind how public this realm of the internet is. And sometimes little things, you don't know when or who or how they might use information that is actually broadcast live. It is one of those things that we just need to roll with it and trust that what we are saying and doing and expressing on our shows, or you as part of an audience on my show or others anywhere, that you just keep that in mind. It's just something that my guidance was telling me to pass on, okay? Just seeing, there is names of other people here. So, thank you, lovely. You're laughing. We're going to tomorrow, I can tell you. Well, I mean, you can ask me to come and help if you like. Open to coming up, helping you, having fun, Anyway, thanks for being here. I'm going to leave it there now. And it's been lovely sharing time. I just love doing the readings and sharing in this way as well. At some point I might get a bit more serious and do some other sort of stuff that's ad hoc, ad lib, whatever, just popping in as surprises. One of the things that you can do to help you know when I'm live, I just realised how messy my hair is on the YouTube, it is to subscribe to my channel. And that's anything that I'm doing, it is just under my name. It's Ros Boundy. I've actually even registered it as a business name. So just look for Ros Boundy. And so my YouTube channel, Twitter, I'm on that. In the YouTube channel, I've actually got links to each of the places that you can get in touch with me as well. Facebook haven't made it quite as easy to find people sometimes, but I'm on there as a page and my profile, and the business one that's Hypnosis Plus with Ros. Now with those, all you need to do on the top right of any of that sort of stuff, you'll see the little 3 dots, and right clicking them or clicking on it, and you do notifications for all or something. I mean, you can be given that prior warning that I'm live if you want to have that type of notification. I'm not saying do it, it's just that if you want to know when I'm live next and doing something like this in the ad hoc way, it's a way of being able to get notified. Okay, YouTube does it too. Yeah, I said that, didn't I? Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, that's the other one. Twitch is another one that I'm on. You just look for Ros Boundy. And thank you, Kathy. oh, it's going to be a lovely evening. I'll open the curtain again, go out and get a bit of sunshine and walk the dog. She might be sick of being kicked under the table. So it's not deliberate. Oh, true, it's not. So thank you, Debbie. And we'll see you next... Whoops, I didn't close that off. And we'll see you next time. Bye.